Hello. So, um, I decided I need to make this video because I had made an earlier video on Black Lives Matter. So I figured there needs to be a Black Lives Matter part 2. So here goes. Um, After careful consideration and reviewing the Black Lives Matter website and their agenda, I guess I do need to put this out there that yes, I support the concept, the ideology of Black Lives Matter, but I'm not in support of the group itself, because it looks like they seem to have an ulterior motive. So I went on their website to see what their vision and mission statements are. And yes, the concept of Black Lives Matter is there. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, you can see the first video that I made about Black Lives Matter. But then they added a little caveat in there. So the agenda of Black Lives Matter is to fight systemic racism and injustice. And then somehow now they are trying to fight transphobia and homophobia. And great as that is, that's another front. Like, so how many fronts are they doing? Because systemic racism and transphobia, two separate things. Systemic racism is enforced by the institutions and the powers that be, and the policies that need to be changed and affected, and the institute of the police force that needs to change their ways. Addressing that does not address transphobia. That's a totally different thing. Transphobia is done by any race can do transphobia. Any person can do transphobia. So it's like, is it because they've been getting some few dollars? People are making contributions, and so there is like an immense wealth. So now it's okay, let's just do everything we want to do. Or is it because it's fronted by a few lesbians? So now let's carry the lesbian agenda on the table. Again, I don't have a problem with trying to fight homophobia. I'm all in support for it. But that's one front. What front are we doing now? I thought Black Lives Matter was all about trying to fight systemic racism. So how is it suddenly now segueing into transphobia, homophobia, and now it's like, oh, the sexuality agenda is now being elevated to race level? Like, let's not get it confused. When people are killed by the police, nobody cares what sexuality they are. Sexuality is a list thing on the table. Doesn't matter if they're black, if they're straight, or gay, or whatever. That's irrelevant. What we're talking about is the race issue, the black race that has always seemed to be on the bottom of the totem pole, like we're always being raped and always being raped. That's what we're trying to fight. That's what we're trying to focus on. And now suddenly sexuality is now the topic of conversation. Like, okay, we want to address that front. Like, okay, fine. So this is just a statement. Yes, I support the context of the concept of Black Lives Matter, that yes, we have to cry out for our relevance, because it seems our relevance was not being cried out for. And that's what Black Lives Matter is not about, oh, other races don't matter. No, other races matter. But other races have not been speaking for us, so we have to speak for ourselves. And that's what we are doing. But the group itself, it looks like they have other motives and other agenda that I'm not in support of. So that's just my public statement on this. And yes, I just came back from the gym. Hey, hoo hoo. Well, thank you.